And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Right to the 3.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Rolling to his right. And it's complete to Chris Conley. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for him, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
Detroit!
The first carry for the rookie, it's Jordan Wilkins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's Newton now on second down. And this one's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Newton. And able to find Conley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Take a sack. Come on. Hey, get right down.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. 20! And Diggs has it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go. On the ball.
They'll run. Anderson. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gano out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. First down carry here for Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Gone!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. There he goes inside the 30. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Pick up, fellas.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Out of the gun, Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shifts by him at the 25. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the red zone now, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Following the interception, Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Third down, Mayfield. He may try and run for this, and avoids the contact by sliding. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
McCaffrey. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mayfield now on second down. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches said. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Mayfield off the play fake. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at his fourth.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here we go with Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
4th and inches, does he get the first? You bet he does. He knows exactly where he needs to be, and he's going to fight his way forward to get a couple of yards and ensure he keeps the chains moving.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Bo Scarborough with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now it's Barner. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield now dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Now Mayfield steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Newton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Matt.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 Short in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Mayfield to throw. Underneath for Johnson. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. Complete here. It's Hyde. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
One last shot from Mayfield here. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Panthers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.